What's going on, everybody? Left Farmer 73 here. Good morning. Guava. Everybody, how you doing this morning? This morning is sugar-free Sunday, and I hope you have been paying attention to how much sugar you putting in your body. That's all I'm doing. It's not a challenge. It's not a contest. It's not a competition. It's just an awareness. Sugar-free Sunday is about being aware of how much sugar that you put inside your body. Now, I wanted to make sure everybody is on board. Hey, my Renaissance Grandma. Hey, Precious SoCal Gardener. Thank y'all for being in here this morning. Thank you. I wanted to talk about Sugar-Free Sunday, and I also want to talk about gardening like your life depends on it, because it does. Let me get over here. Yeah, there we go. We good. Thank you. Hey, everyday life of OCD chick. I know you in the garden doing your thing. Hey, Angela, Inbay, Aura, Linda Green, Jerry. How y'all doing? Let me get it. I'm trying to figure this out real quick, and then we're gonna get in it. I just want to see, is anybody actually doing sugar-free Sunday? Sugar-free Sunday, if you don't know, is all it is, let me wipe the screen off. There we go. All Sugar-Free Sunday is about being aware. Let me see if this actually made it better. It did. Okay. It's about being aware of how much sugar you actually put in your body. I've been trying to talk about this for the last few weeks or so, and I'm serious about it, and I'm not telling you to do nothing. I'm no health guru. Y'all know that. I'm a victim of my own ignorance, and you may be too. So that's why, okay, T-Will, hey, how you doing, sis? I'm doing Sugar-Free Sunday. Glad you reminded me. You don't have to. This is just an awareness. Let me see. Angela says, yes, I'm low to no sugar. I feel great. Okay. Leslie, I love your Sugar-Free Sundays. What it is just bringing awareness of exactly. Hey, babe, do me a favor and grab me anything out of the cupboard up there. Anything. I'm just trying to bring awareness to how much sugar is in certain things, and I'm going to demonstrate a couple of those right now that you. Let me see. The everyday life of the OCDist chick says, I'm screaming and kicking. Oh, we did peanut butter, but okay. Say I'm screaming and kicking, but no sugar for me. I gotta do this for myself. Amen to that. You know, after the kicking and screaming is over with, I know that ain't too bad. Thank you, honey. I ain't gonna keep on.
Some sugar in there?
I know, but it's really low.
Is it?
Yeah.
You looked at it?
Uh-huh.
How much is it?
For relish, my wife she asking me how much sugar is in here. It's 5 carbs. Oh, yeah.
What?
It's bad. This must be the wrong brand. This ain't the right stuff I've been getting.
That's sweet relish.
I know, and this has been in there for a long time. I got some sugar, believe it or not.
Sugar-free relish.
Sugar-free relish,
but
right.
That's the relish everybody else uses.
Okay. So the normal relish is 4 grams of sugar and 5 carbs for 1 tablespoon of just plain old sweet relish. You know, if you eating a hot dog or something, a burger, you're going to scoop about 4 or 5 of them on your dog. Okay. Thank you, honey, for that. I see. That's why I didn't mess with these, because I've been getting sugar-free relish. The everyday life of an OCD chick says sugar is in just about everything. It's in absolutely everything. It's in everything. So this morning, what I would ask y'all do, again, it's not a challenge. It's not a contest, not a competition. It's an awareness. Sugar-Free Sunday is awareness. So this is what I want y'all to do. Take 2 seconds, go in your cupboard, and close your eyes and grab anything out of your cupboard or from under your counter, whatever food, whatever. I got one. I'm gonna try one more. Hold on, y'all. I got one that I want to see for a fact. And it's gonna blow your mind too. I guess I don't got any more. Dang, we don't have any. Okay, I got one. I think. Nope, that's lentils. All right. I was trying. Let's see what we got here. Let me see something real quick before I open my mouth. Okay. How many people have switched from pasta, regular, wheat flour pasta, to like lentils? Serendipity says it's an addiction and I'm struggling. Yes, it is. Yes, it is an addiction. How many people have switched from normal pasta to the red lentil pasta? Because that's something right now that where I was messing up like a year or so ago, 2 years ago, and I was bringing that in like crazy, right? I was eating it like crazy. Come to find out, it was actually hurting me. See, that's for when you trying to maintain a certain weight and nutrients and everything like that. But if you're trying to get to that level, you're eating healthy stuff that's actually messing you up. Here's Barilla pasta. Instead of eating normal pasta, I switched to lentils for spaghetti noodles, for macaroni noodles, all the stuff that you use like this, right? Now watch this. I'm looking for sugar right now, which I don't think it's total sugars. 1 gram. 1 gram total sugar. But this is the part that gets you, is the carbs. It's 34 grams of carbs per serving. And this says it's about 4.5 servings in this box.
How much fiber?
It's only 6 grams of fiber. So it's 28 total carbs. And what I'm talking about is getting to this maintenance weight to be able to just go ahead and be eating this. If you're trying to lose weight, this was hurting me. If you're trying to lose the weight, yeah, it's sugar-free, but the carbs is packed in there. And I'm not eating no 1 scoop of macaroni and cheese. I'm not eating, just a little taste. And my little portion of macaroni and cheese ain't that big. If I'm going to eat mac and cheese, I'm going hard.
Well, maybe have you told them why that's the case? Why does
No, because I need you in here to say that.
Okay. Excuse me, puppy.
She curled up on my house coat. Here. Hold on, y'all. We got a special guest. Hold on. This is going to get good now.
Oh, it's going to get good.
Yeah, it's going to get good.
Okay, you got a seat. I'm about to say, you need a seat.
I got me one.
Hey, everybody.
Shoot, she in here checking me and checking y'all. So I'm like, hey.
Well, the reason is because people don't understand. I had somebody email me and say, no, that's all wrong. You can't lose weight if you're eating too much fat, which told me that you don't understand how the body works. So the way the body works and the reason why if you eat too much sugar, you can't lose weight is because your body has to burn through sugar first before it can burn through fat. So if you limit the amount of sugar and the amount of carbs, then your body has to start burning fat, which is how you lose weight. So that's why you have to reduce the amount of carbs you take in order to lose weight. It doesn't matter. You can go all day, only eat 2 cookies, and be like, why can't I lose weight? Because your body has to burn through all the sugar in the cookies first. So, but hey, y'all, I didn't say hello to y'all.
Now, I got a question. Now, this is something where she always checked me, and now I'm really starting to pay attention, right? This is my health coach. So if y'all asking what I'm doing, you might want to join her class. If you asking how am I maintaining, how am I doing this, I'm actually listening to my wife,
Ah.
and it's working. I'm 31 pounds down, and I ain't jogging, running, none of that.
Exercise does not make you lose weight. I don't care how long you exercise. You cannot out exercise a poor diet. You just
So,
can't.
so here's what I'm saying. Everybody keep wanting to go to the health. Uh, what do you have? The retreats and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
here.
also have a virtual like reset coming up in January.
So instead of me being in my office across from her office and listening to her help people lose weight and get healthier, I'm in her office now like this, trying to listen because she offers these classes to people, right? And that's her thing. But I was like, it's time for me to actually stop trying to do this my way because it don't work and do it your way. So I'm listening and it's working. It's just simply working.
I mean, you've been watching it work for the last 7 years.
I
This is
know.
what I've been doing. And it's not a drastic thing like people think. At first, it is drastic, like having to change how you think about food, changing what you think is a meal, eating vegetables and lean meats, and understanding that, okay, I'm taking a break from all these other foods, and then I'm not just gonna do like a diet and just, every just lose my mind when I go back to eating these things. I'm going to understand the impact it has on my body, and then that means I'm gonna think about it like, do I really want to eat that?
And Linda Green says exercise does help burn through some sugars in the blood. That's true, but here's what we getting at is
It's such a small amount that a lot of people rely on that. I'm not saying don't exercise, so
yeah, yeah,
don't
yeah.
get that out of this. Don't get that
Yeah,
out of this
no.
because you need exercise for other reasons, but not weight loss.
Because how many of y'all actually you go to the gym, you work out, you go for your walk, you go for your jog, you go for your and nothing is happening. If
In
any
fact, you sore and your body's not repairing itself because it doesn't have the resources, doesn't have the nutrients.
and
Now
then
you're in worse shape.
and then what you go do?
Go eat.
What you go eat? Some junk that's gonna mess you up because you said, well, it's sugar free, but it's loaded with carbs,
Mm-hmm.
or it's carb free but loaded with sugar. No matter
Right.
what,
Well, and the low fat, people think the low fat is the way to go, but really what happens is they just replace the fat with carbs. Your body actually needs fat, healthier fats, of course, but your body actually needs fat. And if you think about how people used to eat and the type of foods they had available to them, they were eating fat. They were eating bacon. They were eating things like that, but they were eating more protein than all this carb, sugar
right.
packed stuff we eat now. So I see Angela was asking, what's my class? So I actually have a monthly class that I offer. It's the first Friday, the Weight is Over class. But in January, I'm going to do a whole 4 week series for people who either they need a reset, they need to start over, or they need to get started, period. If you want to know about it, you can just email me. And my email is just ladyled73@gmail.com. And I'll send the information to
Here,
you.
you can actually put your email in here. Give me her. Come on.
Get the pup. Trade.
We'll trade.
Switch.
All right. So Serendipity says, that's me. I exercise, but not much is happening because if you don't change the way you eating, when I lost weight before, I just changed the way I was eating. Everybody was like, what kind of workout regimen was you doing? None. Working in the garden.
I was about to say functional exercise and a healthy diet will solve the problem. So
Right.
just
And somebody said plant-based. I'm not into all of that.
you got to be careful with plant-based because a lot of times plant-based has more carbs and also uh more of the vegetables that can actually cause inflammation. There's a set of vegetables that can make your body be inflamed. And if you don't know that and you're eating all of them, and that's the other part of weight loss people don't understand. This inflammation factor that's preventing your body from healing and working properly, that can also keep you from losing weight the way you need it because your body isn't functioning right. And so it's a whole process. I don't just teach people how to lose weight just so they can look cute and get in some pants that they want to fit. I teach people how to heal, which if your body is healing, you're going to lose weight. You're going to feel better. All the good stuff is going to be happening.
So honestly, I don't get into the what is the carnivore all meat. I don't want to talk about the plant-based or the vegetarian or the vegan. I just it's just to me it's just unnatural. I'm not saying it don't work with whatever you're doing. I'm just saying it is not natural. It's not. We're omnivores and we are supposed to intake all of the nutrients from this planet. We are.
Yeah.
Whether you want to do that or not is that's up to you. But I'm not naming it. I'm not branding what I'm doing. Like everybody want to brand it,
Yeah. And that's the other part, is getting extreme. Like I've had people ask me, "What's a good detox?" And I'm like, "What do you mean? What's a good detox? Like what do you buy? What do you drink? What do you do? Do you do cucumber water and all of this and all of that?" And really, detoxing is simply stop eating
the
the
crap.
stuff that is toxic to your body and allowing your body naturally detoxes. That's what your liver and your kidney does. Like you don't have to add nothing except water.
And I've got
That's
people
it.
tell me drinking vinegar and water and
I
fasting
have,
for
I
3
have
days.
done none of that.
All of that.
And I started in 2017. It took me about 9 months. I lost actually over 75 pounds. And I never did any kind of detox. In fact, like people are like, well, what about the apple cider vinegar? I can't stand apple cider vinegar by itself.
Right.
I don't mind putting it in foods, but I'm not going to be that person drinking apple cider vinegar by itself. That to me is not necessary. It's not necessary. Drink an adequate amount of water and stop eating the stuff that's detoxifying your body. And what's an adequate amount of water? Think about how much you weigh, right? Your body is 85% water. So 85, do some math, multiply 0.85 by your current weight. And that's how many ounces of water you're supposed to be drinking. And I promise you, it's hard.
Wait, I was about to say, now tell them, because see, this was one of the things I was messing up. Does Kool-Aid count as water because you is or I drunk about 4 sodas, so
I'll say this. Yeah, it adds some water. To say those things don't have any water is not true.
right,
But it's you can't count 100% of that towards your water intake.
because half of it is syrup
Yeah.
or half of it is some kind of fizzy lifting drink. You don't know 100% what it is. So when you keep saying, "Well, I've been drinking all day," well, ain't that I used to say, "I've been drinking all
Yeah.
day."
And
If you
your body needs electrolytes. So
that
so if you drink too much water, because I've seen people get super gung ho with drinking water, and then they get their salts out of balance. So and of course the exact amount of water you need is personal to your body. The exact amount of electrolytes you need is personal to your body. I can't tell you drink this amount of electrolytes and all of that. And the alkaline water, you shouldn't just be drinking just that. You shouldn't just be drinking electrolyte water. It's all about balance. Like I don't know why we go, like I just said, extremes. We go to
that's it.
extremes. We just don't get the let me figure out what moderation is. We just go from one extreme to the next, and then when stuff doesn't do right, we quit.
Uh,
So,
say T
oh
wrote.
hey
She said,
T
"I
Whoop.
like sugar-free Sundays. Show me the power of sugar."
Woo, yeah,
Uh,
especially on your mind at the end of the day.
Listen, okay, everybody that celebrates that past holiday, if you celebrate that, I'm not knocking you. That ain't what this is about. What I'm saying is, the things that you've been eating over the last 3 or 4 days, you think just because you haven't been eating sweet things like the cakes and the pies and the cookies that people was making, moderation in all things. I'm not gonna go there. Listen, cause listen, I'm going to go there. Moderation in all things. I'm gonna call BS on that. Art Mays, not Art Mays. I'm sorry, Linda Green. You know why I say I'm gonna call BS on moderation in all things? Because that's not true. Moderation on things that you know harm you, and you say I know it harm me, but I'm gonna just have it every blue moon. It's harming you though. Some things, which this is what Sugar Free Sunday is about. Things you need to just say, look, I'm leaving that alone. I can't be friends with that. You know how you get in a bad relationship and somebody put their hands on you. If you keep saying, I'm gonna just go visit them every blue moon, you
Well, she
need.
might have been commenting on what I was just saying about finding moderation in
I know,
the stuff that is supposed to be helping.
true, but I wanted to make sure that that message
Well,
also
that's
had a
like
dark
saying,
side
yeah,
to
I
it.
can have a little bit of poison and I'll be all right. Uh, it's still gonna harm. It's There's still harm in it.
Right. All I wanted to make sure you got the other side of that, okay? Which is everything in moderation. That's
Yeah.
no, it's
Well, and
not.
here's the question that I ask because I have people that they just feel like eating a healthy diet and avoiding foods that's not healthy is unsustainable. And I ask, like, are you dealing with health issues right now? Like, did your doctor tell you you got type 2 diabetes? You got high blood pressure? You got high cholesterol? You got some other issues, fatty liver? Then right now, you need to say no to anything that's going to continue to harm you.
There
And
you go.
after you see some positive changes, then you can think about, well, what can I add back into my diet that's not going to continue to harm me? You have to get to a place where you're really comparing. If I'm already like sick, why do I want to keep eating this thing that's making me sick? Do I want to die slowly? What? Like, do I want to like make this worse? What do I want to do? So that's when when people realize the whole reason why they're holding on to these foods that's not healthy is you just got an emotional attachment to food that's not exactly serving you. It's not healthy. And now you got to ask yourself some other questions. Why do I want to keep eating this stuff that's killing me? And I know it.
Now, the emotional, we always talk about the emotional connection with food. I'm going to give you another one that don't nobody talk about. That, trust me, is one of my problems. But nobody talk about this. Everybody talk about the emotional part of connection with food. But you want to know another one you don't connect? Traditional connection with
Oh,
food.
yeah.
Your traditional connection with certain foods on certain days, in certain reasons, in certain occasions, you feel that this particular food is so traditional that you have to consume it just because it's a tradition. Like, it's a tradition for every birthday.
Yeah.
A tradition.
Yeah, but even all of that is social reasons
That's
for
what I'm saying.
eating. Um, it's it yeah,
A
and
birthday cake.
birthdays. Oh my goodness.
If you have a birthday, it is customary and traditional that somebody has to make a cake, blow out the candles, and everybody gets a piece of this
Yeah,
cake. You don't want no cake. If you don't want a piece of this cake, everybody else look at you like, what's wrong with you? You
yeah,
sick or something?
yeah.
Right?
Or you got that grandparent or that auntie that's like, you better eat this. Like it make you feel like if you don't eat it, you're gonna hurt their feelings. So you eating stuff you're not supposed to be eating because it's expected. We got this thing with food.
Right.
Like I used to just like I had to find all kind of strategies to deal with that traditional and social part. So I would just go ahead and take a plate and I would say I'm gonna eat it later. And I would give it to somebody else or I would give it to
Yeah.
the trash.
Re-gift it.
Regift it to the
So
trash.
that was part of my problem is, here's the thing with birthday cake. There's a birthday in my family every other week. You understand?
Yeah, you can't eat all the birthday
When
cake.
you got grandkids, you got kids, you got cousins and uncles and aunts and mamas and daddies, man, every other week is somebody's birthday. And everybody is expected you to eat a piece of this freaking cake. Around this holiday season, whether you celebrate them or not, there is food on a tap.
Yeah.
You can eat as much as you want, and there is people forcing you. Y'all take a plate, because I don't want to wash these dishes. I don't want to put this away. Everybody take a plate around these
And
holiday
it's
seasons.
the cookie season, the get in the kitchen and make a gingerbread with the kids season.
Bowls of
It's
candies and
yeah,
fruit
bowls
sitting
of
on the coffee
candy.
table.
And I'm not gonna say that there aren't moments where you can't participate in those times of celebration, but if you are sick already,
That's the one.
you have to pause. Like my first couple of years in, I couldn't, I just couldn't. I had to find healthy substitutes. So I don't know if some of y'all been noticing, but I've been sharing healthy recipes on my community posts
In my
for
community
that
post.
reason. I've been sharing it because once I figured out I can get a healthier substitute and that'll hold me over. I still can feel like I'm participating, but I'm not really participating. There's alternatives. I've been sharing those. If you want those, if you want to know, somebody asked, was my retreat in person? Yes. The next one is coming up in 2025. If you want information about it, email me so I can send that to you.
Now let's clarify something. That's a women's retreat.
Yeah, it's for women. Just because of the types of things that women just deal with different things, and as far as like guiding men, I'm not the expert on that.
This is where I've been threatening to do this for the last couple of years. My wife has a women retreat. When they meet up, all of the husbands are left behind in all of these different hotel rooms, and we don't even know we're there until we say something or we meet by accident. the last retreat that I went to with her, I found out that everybody brought their significant other, and it was about 20 or more men just hanging around with nothing to do watching the game. We could have gotten together and did our own men's retreat. And I thought about that, like, listen, let me break it down and be realistic. Fellas, ladies, let's be for real. You don't want to take all the advice. I love you, baby, but you
Yeah,
feel
I know.
you feel
That's
like
why I don't.
right.
That's why I don't.
You feel like she just snatched a little pinch of your doggone manhood off. Like, listen, I get it. But we need them and we need to listen. Sometimes we need to shut up, man. I'm a man. I'm a man. But sometimes even I know I need to be quiet and listen because my way ain't working. Your way ain't working.
Ooh, that's the question, right? So people always asking me all these do I try all these different things and all these different I'm gonna call them just extreme diets, because to me a healthy diet is not extreme. Eating a healthy vegetable and some healthy meat is not extreme. That's just what a healthy meal is. But like just eating one thing, going on the cabbage diet and all that stuff, right? That's extreme to me. And all the different supplements, I do take some supplements, but I limit them because really what you find yourself doing is you looking for a magic pill. You looking for a magic formula. There is no magic formula. So when people are pushing these magic formulas, my question to them is, if it was working, if it was working, why are you where you are? If it's not working, say, hey, I don't know what I'm doing. Let me get some guidance, and let me actually try it instead of assuming it doesn't work, because people assume eating healthy food doesn't work because it's too simple. I felt that way. I was like, how is reducing inflammation in your body? What is that even? What? But then something in me was like, look, just try it. If it don't work, then move on to something else. But it worked. And then that's when I really had to ask myself, well, what's wrong with you where you can't stick to this and you see it's working? Like what is making you know what you should do and yet not be able to do it? You know what you're supposed to be doing, but you can't make yourself do it. What is that? And I like to pause at that question because you really do need to ask yourself that.
Now, what I was saying was, how many men, I know there's not many in the chat right now, but how many men in the chat would actually be interested in a men's retreat where the men show up and we talk about our health situations? Because I have several close, dear friends here on YouTube, and their wives are worried about their health. Okay? I'm being honest here. Their wives are worried about their husband's health. The wives are doing everything in their power to be healthier, to get on another health plane, where the husbands, we still on chill mode, like we gonna make it till tomorrow. And I think one of the biggest reasons why that is because it's us as men, we don't admit as much. We don't admit as much stuff, especially to the women that we're trying to impress, right? We're trying to impress you, so we're not going to admit our downfalls or our weaknesses to you. It's nothing, against women at all. It's just our job as men is to try to impress you. Okay, come on, naturally. That's our job.
I'm already impressed.
No, see, don't be lying with all that.
I'm already impressed. I was impressed 30 something years ago.
Girl, you better stop. We on camera.
I'm already impressed. You can stop impressing.
Okay. How about this? I'm impressing you with the way I do things, handle my business, but now I want to be healthy, so I don't have to impress you for another 50 years. How about that?
Okay.
All right. I want to stick around because you
You
ain't.
can impress me by being healthy
Yeah, because I don't. If listen,
being
I'm telling you,
strong and
if
stuff.
I check out and you mess around and hired a pool boy and we ain't got no swimming
I say
pool,
we don't even have a pool. What are
I
you talking
know.
about?
Oh, pool boy, I'd like to know how much you charge. Mm-hmm. Ma'am, you ain't got no pool. Sure, I do. Come here, the boy.
Come check out my pool.
Come check. Come check out my water levels. I don't. So
Uh,
for me, for me, I think I want to. I will haunt everybody. Do you understand? I will haunt everybody. So
so you better be alive.
right. So instead of me just having to go haunting people, maybe I should just try my best to try to stick around for a while because I'm telling you, the pool boy, I will. I'm telling you, he will pray for death the way I haunt him. Old pool boy. Come here, young man. No.
So in other words, if the men need
So
some motivation,
if the
that's what they need
men
to think about.
if the men need motivation, all you need to do is go outside and look at that smoking hot dude who just delivered your Amazon package with he ain't hardly got no shirt on, he got them little shorts on, hugging his nuts and stuff, and be like, yeah, I got a with a deep voice, yeah, I got a package for a Mr. and Mrs. Land Farmer. Man, get off my porch, boy.
I like what T-Wo said. She
What?
said, let's aim for 120 years.
Yeah, there you go.
Yes.
So, gentlemen,
That's what I'm talking about.
if you would actually be interested in us meeting up and discussing our real problems, real ones, I'm not talking about our prepping. I'm not talking about our food storage. I'm not talking about the gardening
Your
part of it.
health is your number one prep.
Well,
Because if you can't walk without being out of breath and your blood pressure shooting through the roof when something go down, you're
but
not gonna be alive.
I know when us fellas get together, we talking about women, we talk about cars, we talk about the game, we talk about the MVP, we talk about firearms, we talk about guns, gardening. I mean, we talk about all of that stuff. Not one dang gone time do we talk like women like this. Like, hey man, you think I'm putting on some weight? Ever? Not one freaking time have I ever been sitting in a group of men and asked, hey man,
you know why you think I can't keep eating healthy food? Like,
see, right?
I have it,
No.
but then I always decide on the donut instead.
And-
What is that about? What y'all think that's about?
I do. We make up dumb excuses. You know I got a 16-hour shift. Give me 3 of them donuts because I got a long day ahead of me. Tell me, men, that you ain't said that before. Don't lie to me. You can lie to your wife. Don't lie to me, please. Because I done said it. I done said it at work. They done laid out a bunch of donuts. It's cold outside, and your job just gave you some coffee and donuts. And they was like, take as many as you want because we're not taking them back. There's plenty for everybody.
Well, in that case.
That you just took the word. Well, in that case, can I get 3? You can have as many as you want. You're going to go get you some coffee. You're going to dump sugar in the coffee. And then you're going to turn around and grab you about 3 or 4 of them Krispy Kreme donuts. And you can be like, man, it's going to be a long day anyway. You know it's Christmas season, so we all going to be here for like 12, 16 hours. But you don't even realize you just helped kill your own self. So if us men could get together one of these times, we're going to keep talking about it. I'm going to see how many people that I can actually get to come so we can talk about this and figure out solutions on our problems about getting healthier. Everything else now is going to be a bonus. Now, if we end up talking about firearms and stuff, then that's a bonus. But I really want to talk about our health, and I'm not a health guru, but I want to see how many men want to get on this journey with me. And I'm going to give y'all my first admission of truth. Pasta and bread and mashed potatoes with plenty of butter is the devil for me. If I eat mashed potatoes, as much as I love them, if I eat bread, as much as I love it, if I eat pasta, as much as I love it, I will immediately gain 5 pounds per bite, per spoonful. Oatmeal, I love it. She even know I collect oatmeal. I got so much
Yeah, what
oatmeal.
is that?
I love oatmeal. I loves it. Butter.
Butter is okay.
I'm talking about how I like it. I was about to get into my fantasy.
Oh, get out of your fantasy.
You ruined my fantasy.
Get out of your fantasy.
I'm not a potato chip fan. I'm not a potato chip.
Honestly, potato chips was one of my weaknesses. That's why I had to find plantain chips. I had to get the cassava chips, the sweet potato chips, because if I didn't.
But again, that's a maintenance food. Those are maintenance foods.
Those are maintenance foods, but I'm saying that's what helped me stay on what I was supposed to be doing, was finding some healthier alternatives.
So
the other part of healing that men shy away from is that healing is not just physical, it's mental and it's spiritual. And if you don't want to be healed in those other areas, your physical is still going to suffer.
That was aimed at that was a personal shot.
It wasn't.
That was a personal shot.
It wasn't.
Listen.
Healing has several layers, and it really has to start on the inner layers, and then it works its way out.
And it's true, because I'm gonna tell you again why this gonna hit hard, and this is why I'm talking to our men now. Is because we go through traumas in our lives that we feel that we can't share with our wives and significant others, because we say you won't understand. So I keep it bottled. We keep it bottled up.
I was talking to the people.
Yeah, I'm talking to the people on YouTube too.
Oh.
We keep it bottled up when we're in pain and we have too much on our mind, because we as men feel that our wives will not understand this level of man game. We do. Or some of us men do not handle the loss of loved ones well. We don't handle the loss of a job well. Stress. We keep those things bottled up. And I'm gonna tell you why. If you lose a loved one, say you lost your mother or your father or your aunt, and that person was close to you, that has those same physical and mental effects on you. And we feel that one of the reasons why we keep that bottled up is because you as a man and the head of household, king of your castle, also feel like I need to be here to hold it down so everybody else can fall apart and grieve. We as men feel like everybody can't be grieving at the same time, because all of our guards are down if everybody is grieving. Here's the problem with that. When you end up losing a loved one or a matriarch or somebody in your family or friend or something, here's the problem. While you're standing guard as the man, while everybody else in your family grieves, you aren't grieving. You aren't crying. You are not releasing your emotions. Here's the problem. When is it your turn to grieve? We never stop standing guard and say, okay, it's my turn to cry. It's my turn to call off work for 2 weeks. It's my turn to go in a dark room and curl up and not talk to anybody. we don't stop standing guard as a man.
Or even finding that there is a there is a healthy way to grieve, and a lot of times we choose unhealthy ways because we don't want people to see us vulnerable,
Right.
not even understanding that guess what, they already see it, and it's making you more vulnerable
Right.
because now you're going into a deeper rabbit hole that is not easy to get out of.
I will.
So finding those, what is a healthy way to grieve, because you're supposed to
Yes,
grieve.
yes. I'm going to say that deeper, darker rabbit hole that you're talking about is actually you, instead, the more grieving that you hold inside and the more emotions that you hold inside, it actually does become something. It becomes anger. It's a
Hmm.
product of holding all that in,
It's
does
like you
produce a product.
implode, like you implode.
It becomes
And
angry.
then like an explosion is an outward destruction. An implosion is an inward destruction
Of
that
yourself.
seeps outward.
Yeah. So I will say that, and I'm speaking on a man's point of view because I am one and I have had those emotions. I have had those situations where I don't, and I'm going to say this, unfortunately, this is honestly the truth. A lot of us men are a lot different than the women when it comes to who can you talk to. We have trust issues, us fellas do. Just because this is your good friend, you've been knowing him for 10 years, he ain't gonna give you no good advice. He's not. He's gonna laugh at you first. He gonna crack on you second. And then third, he gonna give you some sorry advice because he's looking at it as, well, this is what men do. And that's not good advice. So then you are looking for, I want to express myself, but who do I go to? I can't trust any of these goofballs. They're your best friends all the way from high school or something, but they goofballs. They ain't gonna tell you like you might be splitting up with your wife or something, and all your friends like, oh, dude, you still got plenty of age on you, man. You can go out here and get you one of these hot ones, man. You don't even. I love her and everything, but dogs, don't be stressing over that. Look at all these fine ones out here. That's the advice that our knucklehead friends give us sometimes. No,
Hmm.
most of the time. And every blue moon, you got one good friend. You know why you can't stand that one friend? Because that's going to be the only friend that tell you the truth. Be like, hey, what you think? You think I should leave? Dude, you better take your ass home. What? You hear how she talked to me? Man, go home, man. Go home to your wife, dude. Man, see, that's why I don't be talking to you because you be on something else, bro. You be on some feminine stuff. See, that's that friend you don't really like want to ask their opinion because that one friend be like, dude, you clowning. You really, really acting childish, bro. You need to go home and you need to apologize. It wasn't my fault, though. You need to go
Ooh,
apologize and shut up.
get at
Man, you gonna listen to these fools. You gonna be single, living in a doggone refrigerator box because she gonna take everything. Dude, man, go home, man.
yeah. And the
So,
other part, um, we have moments like this where we realize, okay, this is what we need. This is what I need to do.
mhm.
And then the next day you don't do nothing about it.
I gotta say this. And Eddie Napper said, and that person be the only one that's married giving you real advice. The rest of them single. The rest of them like, man, go and let her go, dude. She acting all funny, dude. Look at all these
That's
ones on the
that
street.
part. It's like, why are you taking advice from people that aren't married or
Or
that aren't still married or whatever? That don't make any sense.
right. So again, all of this, your health situations, like you said, is also mental and also emotional. It's also
Yeah.
physical and it's traditional. So this is what we really want to get into talking about now. As far as the women's retreat, please ask how you can join her women's retreat, whether it's the one in person where they all meet up, or her virtual meetings. Okay, put it in the comment section after this video go off.
Or you can just email me.
Email her
Lady,
at.
I'd rather you email me because
There you
that
go.
that tells me you're serious. I don't have time to go chase people that say they want stuff but they don't really. But
And
my email is ladyled, my name, 73 at gmail.com. And same for like if you're interested in a man's thing, you can email me too, because I'll collect your name, and then when it's time, we'll reach out and give you some details.
Because I would really like us fellas to get together and talk about something other than the norm. Because what I know for a fact, and her email will also be in the first pinned comment after the video. So if you go looking for it, you don't got to go through the whole comment section. It'll be the first pinned comment. I would like us fellas to get together and talk about something other than the norm. Now, get this. I know and you know we are looking at each other on these videos, and the people that I can't see, there's reasons why I can't see you and you don't want to be seen. And a lot of that has to do with health. There's a lot of us that men are very unhealthy. Are very unhealthy, even in a dire sense. And there is no reason that you got to keep on doing this by yourself. I would like to get a group of fellas that's real and true to it. And it's not just going to be about physical health, our mental, because it's stuff that we don't talk about.
And a lot of times we think that we're too far gone, but here's the because I've had people who tell me they're older and it's too late. It's never too late. As long as you're still breathing, your body is designed to heal. But there are some barriers that can be in the way of you healing. First of all, if you don't believe you can be healed, 9 times out of 10 you're not, because it starts mentally. Then the desire is, okay, I do want to be healed. So now you got to start making your choices match up with what you want.
Go get him.
Get at him.
Go get him.
Go get at him.
Go tear his socks off.
That's not getting at him.
So
a belly rub is not getting at him.
So you guys, I really wanted to come in here, and this was called Garden. I said Garden Tour Your Life. Yeah, I know.
Garden like tour life.
Yep,
that's all right.
Pretty bad. So what we're going to talk about, part of the way we got to get healthy with all the things that have just transpired as well, we are going to be gardening for our lives. I mean it because it's just true. Our lives depend on our gardening. This is not going to be just for your...
Well, and then you can't garden if you ain't healthy either. Have you ever tried to go out there and you bend over and you stand up and you about to pass out because you dizzy because you unhealthy, right, or you dehydrated or whatever is not right, or you got to squat down and then next thing you know, you can't get up?
Now, here...
Hey, get out.
Let her have her moment. But here's the thing. Right now, with the prices of food going up and all the stuff that's being said in the news and stuff like that. No, I'm not going to talk about vertical gardening. If you want to learn about vertical gardening, go knock yourself out. I'm talking about gardening. Period. I don't care how you do it. I don't care if you garden up a wall. I don't care if you garden in your basement.
Just do it.
Just do it. Now, I brought this kale in. It's heavy, and it's not maintained because I've been somewhere else busy. I've been on Freedom Makers.
But it's good. It looks nice.
It is. Now, that's with me now. Watering it, letting God take care of it. I wanted to bring this. It's kind of heavy. Lean forward a little bit.
Thank you, a resilient dad.
I want to show you this. This is dinosaur kale, or is this tree?
I want to bite this.
Tree kale. I can't remember. Tree collards. No,
This I normally call this blue kale.
Okay, these are the tree collards that I planted from seed. I got tree collards and I got dinosaur kale planted in 5-gallon buckets, right? One seed.
I want to bite this lady.
She trying to steal my work. But this is all you gotta do. Now this will grow all winter long, from fall all through the winter into the spring. Then it's gonna go to seed and give me thousands more seeds to replant. If you can plant one of these seeds, this is gonna keep you fed. Now I want to give it close. This is with me not watering it. I haven't watered this since early summer. So it survived through the heat and the drought. That's why it's so shriveled up, not shriveled up, but thin, because these leaves get really big. This is with me not taking care of it. Can you imagine if I was actually out there productively feeding it, watering it, nurturing it, taking care of it? I brought this in to show you that you can grow your own food with one seed, and you can be the worst at it. And this is what you're still going to get. This is what you're still going to produce. You're going to produce something that's going to feed your family. And I said something about this last night. This is the time that you cannot be playing games and trusting somebody to feed you anymore. Your health and your life actually, truly, really depends on it right now. Miss K, J.K. Gardner says, look like dinosaur kale. I knew it was one or the other. It's one or the other. Because I planted them both in containers out there. Let me slide this back up here so I don't block the pretty head. Okay. Hey, Riri Real Star. Thanks, Resilient Dad. Thank you, my brother. Appreciate you, man. Let me see. PR lady. Okay. So do we have any questions in the last 3 minutes? Because I'm literally getting off in less than 3 minutes. Any quick questions? I can see I'm being throttled back. I see how they do that, but that's fine. Any quick questions? Because this is serious to me. Y'all see, I ain't been in a joking mood lately, just because there's so much going on. When can we start the brotherhood? I want you to contact Lady Led on email her, okay? And I'm gonna see how many people we can actually get together to really truly start the men. I called it something. Oh, the mentors. That's what it was. The mentors group. That's what I remember. I had the name for it and everything. And what I wanted to do with the men's group is it's not just going to be for us men. We'll actually even bring our sons, so we can give them good information too, moving forward. Like I said, the reason I haven't done it yet is because it's a little bigger. I wanted something bigger than just throwing something out there. And I've been so busy I couldn't work on it. But any questions? Okay, I can't find an email on your YouTube.
Can I find an email? I'm going to put the email right here that you.
Lady Led is putting the email back in. Any other questions while we waiting for this? And I'm a copy. Don't hit it yet. Okay. Okay. Any other questions? We got to cut 1 minute left. Any other questions? Right, Jerry says that's great. Start the men young to make it. Well, we are all lost right now, and I think we need to. This is the way we're going to win. This is the only way that we're going to win, is to actually start training ourselves to win. We cannot win if we don't know how to win. Spiritually, physically, mentally, if we don't have any skills whatsoever, how are you going to survive? And one of those skills is learning. I think the skill of learning better health is just as important as welding, carpentry, and all the rest of the electrical. I think that's just as important. It's a skill to learn how to eat. You want to know why I call it a skill? Because you can't do it. You got to be certified to learn how to eat, right? You just anybody can't do it. Because if anybody could do it, we would all be healthy. We would all be fit, right? So that's why I gotta say, eating healthy is a skill. It's a talent like singing. Everybody doesn't have. You ever hear somebody sing and they want to sing Beyonce? Wait a minute. Can I start over? Can I have some vinegar and water? Some lemon juice?
Ooh, no.
Give me a...
What even? Just learning how to listen to your body.
Like you listening to your voice.
That's a skill.
Yeah, everybody can't do that.
Like,
So
just eating and being okay with having the gurgly guts, that is not.
I know I said
right.
I said we was about to go, but hold on. Wait a minute. Here's the thing, y'all. Us making excuses. My wife said this. Us making excuses for our problems. Like you got too much gas or you got the bubble guts. And we be like, oh man, I mess around, got the bubble guts. You think that's just normal. You think you breaking wind and having gas too much. It's just normal.
Having indigestion.
Acid reflux.
Bowels. Yeah, acid reflux.
You think this is normal and all you got to do is go pop you a couple of antacid tablets and you good. It's people. Come on now. It's some of y'all out there walking around with a purse full of Tums. Don't tell me I'm lying when I ain't. It's some of y'all walking around right now inside your glove box, in your car or your truck. You got a bunch of Tums and antacid tablets in your car because you get acid reflux so much that you think it's normal. It's so normal. You'll be like, oh man, I gotta leave early for work. I gotta stop by the store real quick and get me some Tums.
Instead of saying, hey, what did I eat that made me feel like this? Maybe I need to stop eating that. But no, we don't. We don't stop eating it.
See?
We just be like, oh well, let me get the Tums.
Let me go grab some Tums real quick and call it a day. It's what we're eating. Now, I had one more because that was important. I'm glad I thought of that. See, when you eat a little better, your brain be a little clear.
Ooh, it do though.
It do be clear. And now I'm going to tell you one more thing that she was getting on me about that we skipped over. Ask me a question. She usually asks me this question. What did you eat today? I want you to say it.
We're gonna read what you say when I ask.
We are literally about to reenact if I just walk through the door.
Okay, what did you eat today?
I ain't had nothing. I messed around, got me a Snicker bar, had me some peanuts. I drank like a couple of pops.
So you did eat?
No, I ain't ate nothing. Did you hear what I just said? I didn't eat anything. All I had was a Snicker bar, some peanuts, a Little Debbie snack cake, and like 2 Pepsis. I ain't ate nothing. Did y'all hear everything we just said? And seen.
And then I say, well, you did eat something.
Because all of that is food, she would say.
Or stuff.
Right. She said, you consume calories, a caloric intake. You consume carbohydrates. You consume sugars. You fueled your body. You ate. To me and you, our vocabulary mean, come on, don't lie to me. Our vocabulary, that was not food, was it? Those was snacks. We play with words too much.
Yeah.
Snacks.
A lot of people tell me that they don't eat unhealthy foods. No. They tell me that they love to eat healthy foods and that they mostly eat healthy foods. And then I say, Journal what you eat. Write down everything you eat, including snacks. And
Everything
then
you
that's
put
when
in.
they be like, oh yeah, I love the snack.
See,
What?
we don't count snacks as food. We play with words too much.
Like all the whole day, all you had was snacks.
So we don't say, label and write down everything that you put inside your mouth. Everything that you had to, everything that you put in your mouth to eat. Write it down. Everything. Because we will not write down Snicker bar, peanuts,
And what you
coffee
drink.
cake, and what you drink. We play with words too much. Next thing you know, you think you ain't ate nothing today because of your words and the definitions of your words. The definitions of snacks to you is not food. It's just snacks. The definition of a candy bar is not food to you. It was a snack.
It wasn't a meal. I don't know what. I don't know. But I've had that people who they for the most part eat salads and then don't realize.
Somebody said something that just reminded me of something. Some of us think that ramen noodles is not food. It don't count for food. Oh, I just had some ramen noodles. It don't count for food. And you just ate about 2 packs of ramen noodles by yourself, and you about to go back and eat another 2 packs of ramen noodles, and all of them carbs that you just put in your body that's going to convert down to sugar. That's why you'll end up feeling sick later on and hungry again in about, you ate 4 packs. Each pack of ramen noodles give you about an hour before you hungry again. That's about how I judge it.
But if you eat them all at once, what?
You get 4 hours worth of fuel.
Will you? I don't think you will.
No? Oh, they run consecutively. So concurrently. They run concurrent. So if you eat 4 packs, you still only get about an hour worth. All right. You said who is eating 4 packs of ramen noodles? Absolutely every American is watching me right now. You must don't have children. Because I promise you, have you ever watched a kid go ham on ramen noodles? They open 2 packs. They don't grab 1 pack of ramen. Babies eat 1 pack of ramen noodles. I don't know what's in them, but I promise you, how many people done seen people eat 2 packs at a time? That's just standard.
Well, I'm
Okay.
ready to get up from here.
All right.
But I just wanted to share so people can understand like what I focus on in my class. The one that I do monthly is maintenance. So if you are a person who you need to get started, then that begins in January. And I start like the first week that we meet, we talk about what it means to eat healthy. And then the rest of the sessions are how do I get my mind to accept this new lifestyle and stop using words like I'm on a diet and then when I get off this diet, I'm gonna just go back to eating whatever. So then we talk about the how to overcome those cravings that you have. We talk about the other areas of your life that need to heal that's making you crave this stuff. And then we talk about how to get to a place where you can figure out your own needs and how to heal and how to go forward. So it's not all the whole thing is not about eating celery sticks. We start
No.
with what's good and then we move on from that.
I got one question for everybody. Who would like to see Lady Led join me for Sugar Free Sunday every Sunday so we can have these talks? Show of hands, how many people would like Lady Led to join us every Sunday? It don't matter what time, but every Sunday, so we can talk about Sugar Free Sunday. I keep telling her I can't do this by myself.
As many Sundays as you can. You know I be having assignments.
I know. I know.
But and yes, Harriet Claire, my health coaching classes are worth the wait. That is my basically the health coaching part of what I do.
I put you on Front Street because I know the part that I'm doing, but I don't know how to teach it I just know what I'm doing. I can only take you on my journey, but she
Well,
is.
I can commit to trying to being here as often as I can. I might not be every Sunday,
I
but
know that.
absolutely as
I
often
know
as I
that. I
can.
need you. I need you because you're a professional at this. I need you to give your professional side because me just telling people my journey that helps them watching the progress and listening to what I'm doing on my journey. But when people ask me certain questions like they did today, it's certain things I cannot answer because I do not know where she can. So everybody is in agreement. You part of Sugar Free Sunday.
Okay,
Thank you, honey.
you're welcome.
I blew her spot all the way up. I forced her hand. You got hundreds of people right now saying, "Yeah, you better show up." Okay.
Oh, I like Mary Green. Oh, I'm not gonna let this stress me out. But she said when she can, don't stress her out. Thank you for thinking of my
Hey,
stress
Nicole
levels.
Groves. Hell, I
I
stress her
appreciate
out.
it.
That she can
Hey,
handle it.
Nicole Groves, that's
If
my
I stress her,
friend.
she can handle it. Trust me.
I've learned honestly, like that's some stuff. That's some mental stuff. You got to figure out what stresses you, and then you can't just be like, "Well, that stresses me." Okay, what am I gonna do about it so that it don't stress me? It's
Right.
some strategy. So that's the stuff that I teach people. I teach strategies because I'm all about let's find a solution. Then let's find how we gonna figure this out. Let's move forward because we not getting stuck and making a bunch of excuses.
Because I know what I want to talk about next week. Next week, I would like to talk about on Sugar Free Sunday of next week. I want to talk about uh, addiction, cravings, and withdrawal.
Oh yeah, that's yeah. I also I
Bring
teach
your
I
testimonies.
teach people how to get through that withdrawal. You can't just go in blinded and not have a plan.
We ain't gonna talk about it now.
I'm not gonna talk about it right
You got
now.
to be here
And
next
it
Sunday,
won't be next Sunday because I'll be out of town.
right?
The following Sunday.
Okay, well, you might take you virtual. Something gonna happen because
If I can do virtual, yeah.
okay, if we can pull this off virtually,
Yeah.
because I promise you,
I have to see what time.
that's gonna be an. I don't care what time we gonna
Oh,
make it
well,
happen.
okay, then we'll
We
make it
need to
happen.
talk about addiction, cravings, withdrawal.
Yeah. How to you guys set yourself up for success for that withdrawal, but we'll talk about that.
We'll talk about that.
So stay tuned.
All right. So everybody, thank you for joining us today. I'm definitely going to have to change the title, but we will be talking again about garden like your life depends on it. Even though I voice texted and it said it did something else different. I'm going to change this title of this video, okay? And we're just going to call it Sugar Free Sunday because that's what we just talked about mainly. We're also going to talk about today gardening like our life depends on it. So this ain't the only video I'm going to release today. I hope you join me later on today, okay? I don't know what time because somebody about to ask me. Thank you, everybody, for this. I appreciate
Thank
it.
y'all.
All right. Thank you.
Y'all have a great Sunday.
All right, y'all. Peace. Put
What?
that pie down. Did you hear anything we just said a minute ago?
Get out of here.
I see you.
Get out of their living room.
You watching me?
Get out their kitchen.
No, I
They
can
dining
see
room.
him. You see this? I can see you. You watching us talk about getting healthier while
They
you.
said it was the last piece they was gonna eat.
That ain't no excuse. I heard that from somebody. Said this the
They said
last
they not
rock
gonna
I'ma
eat no
smoke.
more of it.
What? No.
It's almost gone.
So is the rock. Put that pie down. Look, you ain't got no business. You holding the whole pie pan. You ain't even cut you a slice, sucker. I see you. You got the whole pie and you put whipped cream on the whole pie. You gonna sit there and eat that. Because ain't nobody home. That's why you doing it, ain't it?
Can't nobody see. Oh, we see.
We see you. We see the whole pie pan. You just took the whole Cool Whip and just put it on the top of the pie. You didn't scoop none out, nothing. Jesus. You need Jesus. I'm messing with y'all, but you know I'm serious though. Land Farmer 73, I love you. Put that pie down.
Stop yelling at them.
And we
Okay,
out.
now you're traumatizing them.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Don't shame them.
I'm sorry. It's okay. I love you. You understand me? I only do this because I love you.
Emotional damage. Don't get
All
no
right, y'all.
emotional
No emotional
damage.
damage. Everybody have a wonderful day. Live Farmer 73. I love you, and I'm out. Oh, and Lady Led.
It's Lady Led.
Love you, and we out.
See you
Peace.
soon.
I love you. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry I yelled. It's the only way I can get through to you sometimes. I need to find another way to show you how I feel.